Hey guys, welcome to Z's Comics Talks Movies TV and pretty much whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Number 14 of the new year. We're going to be playing around with some different titles and stuff pretty soon, but I totally forgot my little paper. I am just not prepared. What?
Speed.
You're I am Speed. You have no headlights.
You don't need headlights because the studio is always lit.
All right, guys.
A studio.
It's not really. I mean, it could be. It could be. All right, guys. We don't really have a whole lot, but we have a whole lot. You know what I mean? We have thoughts about.
Talk about.
We have thoughts about pretty much everything on here. First up, Coyote vs. Acme has been saved by Ketchup Entertainment.
Yes.
We will now be getting a theatrical release. No word yet on when.
I think it was said sometime next year.
I think so. Yeah. It gave a time frame, just not an actual date.
It's not like, yes, it's like they're shooting for next year sometime.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for.
I'm like, dude, you told me John Cena was going to be the Coyote.
He's voicing the Coyote.
I'm okay with this. I want to see it. I want to see more about this.
It's John
and then
Cena.
Bill Hader is going to be his lawyer.
Yes.
So yeah, of course I want to see it.
It's John Cena, and I really loved the since it's going to be pretty much in the exact same style as Looney Tunes Back in Action. Like, I really loved that movie.
Yeah.
So like now that we're getting this, stoked.
Oh yeah, definitely. So aside from those two guys, I have no idea like who else is involved in this movie. All I know is that the Coyote gets a lawyer and he starts suing the Acme Corporation.
Yes.
Aside from that, I don't know.
They gave him some very faulty equipment.
They did, and the instructions were never clear.
I don't even think they had instructions.
Some of them did. Let me see. Moving on, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse sequel. Did it get a name, or is it just being titled as a sequel right now?
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse,
right? Because Beyond the Spider-Verse was number 2.
I thought that was Across the Spider-Verse, or maybe this one's Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I think so.
I think this one's Across the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse.
See,
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across? No, yeah, you're right.
Or is it Across the Spider-Verse? And this one's gonna be. I think this one's Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Oh, okay.
And then, because I'm pretty sure the sequel was Across the Spider-Verse.
There's so many Spider-Verse.
Because plus it makes sense. Like the first one, they're going into the Spider-Verse. The second one, he's going across different verses, and now this one, since he's into the Prowlers universe, it's beyond.
Okay, it makes sense, but it should have been called Edge of the Spider-Verse.
The name was taken
by what
video game?
Edge of the Spider-Verse?
Wasn't it? Wasn't that a video game?
It's Edge of Time.
Edge of Time.
Yeah, but yeah. So
it was Edge of Time, Shattered Dimensions,
Edge of Time. Yeah. So yeah, the third movie in the trilogy in the Spider-Verse trilogy has been announced at getting a release date in June 4th of 2027. Mm-hmm. Oh. Excuse me. Whoa, that was loud. Yeah. And that was a dad sneeze right there. Yeah. I thought Phil Lord and the other guy weren't involved with this anymore, but apparently they're back as producers. And Phil Lord actually promises a huge finale to the trilogy. So I guess they're back in some sort of capacity. I don't even know who's directing this movie now. So more information on that as it develops. But like originally, like a few weeks ago, they said, okay, not till 2029. And I guess now things are back on track. So I'm hoping we get some more information soon. Let me see. The MCU Spider-Man movie, number 4, gets a new title, Brand New Day. Now, this one I have some thoughts on because in the comics, you had One Moment in Time, right? That was the storyline that told the origin of how people forgot that he was Peter Parker. Because at the end of Civil War, everybody found out that Spider-Man was Peter Parker, all that stuff. His life basically went to hell, and he ended up making a deal with Mephisto in order to make the world forget. And then in One Moment in Time, which took place a little bit after that story arc in the comics, One Moment in Time gave you the origin of what happened, how that happened, and then I think it was Brand New Day, or maybe it was no. I'm mixing up storylines, because first it was Back in Black, and then One More Day.
Yes.
And then it was Brand New Day. It was One More Day where Joe Quesada took him on like 4 or 5 issues across all of the Spider-Man comic series. And that is where he made the deal with Mephisto. And then we got Brand New Day, where everybody forgot that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. So in the movie, No Way Home, everybody forgets that Peter Parker even exists. So this being called Brand New Day, I'm kind of excited for, because of the implications from the comics. Okay, because of the implications. The possibilities. So with this, there's a huge rumor going around that Anya Taylor-Joy, I don't know why I said Johnson. Anya Taylor-Joy is in the running
to be Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
I think so. Anya Taylor-Joy is rumored to be in talks with Marvel to portray the new version of Black Cat. I'm totally fine with this, because Anya Taylor-Joy is a good actress, right? She's great.
I like her as Magic.
Yeah, she was great as Magic. The entire movie was meh, but she was like a shining star in an otherwise middling movie.
I agree.
Yeah. So the CGI was all right in there, and then Lockheed. I don't.
It's a dragon.
Yeah, he's a dragon from the underworld.
Yeah. As the rule goes, if there's a dragon in it, it's already good.
It's already an alright movie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm still saying though, my possibility is that I'm still saying if they're keeping with the naming of their other, like the last trilogy, it'll be Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man Another Day, and then Spider-Man.
Well, the One More Day thing would.
I hope MCU doesn't keep track of actual names. They called Captain America Civil War, Captain America 3, Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, that was a terrible name.
Ragnarok.
Those were terrible names on there.
I'm pretty sure, I'm still saying, even though some people are going to be like, but it's not going to be One More Day, I'm still saying the final movie in this new trilogy, One More Day.
In that final movie, that's when we get Miles. Because in the Ultimate Universe, Peter Parker dies first.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yep. They're going to kill off Tom Holland in One More Day. Yep. I'm calling it right now. But yeah, so Spider-Man 4 going to be titled Brand New Day. It has an expected release date of July 31st of 2026. Now, how are they going to accomplish that when Tom Holland right now, at the moment, is like one of the most sought after actors? Because he's got 4 or 5 movies, 5 projects.
In the Odyssey right now.
He's got a bunch of projects in the offings, right? And then there's rumors going around that he's going to be in the second round of shooting for Avengers Doomsday. How the hell is he going to fit all that in?
My man's going on as they say, he's going on a generational run. Because he is.
I don't know what that means.
It's a lot in sports terms that they use it a lot when a guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, when a guy's been basically has multiple good seasons or whatever, or even sometimes some people will use it in like Pete Davidson. Some people use it for Pete Davidson, how he's gone from Kate Beckinsale and all of them. They'll joke and they'll be like, "Man was on a generational run." So it's basically just saying you're on fire. You're you're in the zone. He's locked in.
That makes sense.
He's going on a generational run, being Spider-Man in his solo movies, probably appearing in either, at least for sure, one of these Avengers movies. If not this one, then definitely Secret Wars, but maybe both of them. Also Odyssey, and also all these other movies that he's been said. The man is on a generational run. Okay, which kind of makes sense, but which will also kind of depend too on how good the movies actually are. I guess, yeah, sure. If one of them,
it's Christopher Nolan and Homer's Odyssey.
I'm not. That's not the movie that I'm that I'm skeptical about. Obviously, yes,
I'm skeptical about Doomsday.
Doomsday, yes.
Now I'm a Marvel guy, and I'm skeptical about Doomsday. Okay,
I'm skeptical about it. Yes,
I mean it has the potential to be a super amazing film, and then it also has the potential to be super crappy. Mm-hmm. And the way Marvel's been lately, you really can't tell.
Yeah, and I'm excited at how with the X-Men coming back, and how people are saying it might be an Avengers versus X-Men movie, but I'm also kind of sad at the fact that
we got no build up.
We're not gonna no build up, but also sure we're gonna get Wolverine, well, we might get Wolverine.
Yeah, they
we'll
haven't
have
said him.
Cyclops, Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler. Like, we got some pretty big names, but we don't have the like it core. Like Avengers, sure, you got Thor and all that, but you don't have Steve, Tony, and
I mean, you
you don't have
kind of. I
Wolverine.
mean, we got
you don't
we got
really have-
RDJ as Doom.
Yeah, but that's like.
We don't have the
Also
Prime.
special. Yeah,
We don't
that's
have the
what I mean.
Prime.
Like, you don't have the Prime, but even then, like, sure, if you're like, oh, we got RDJ. If what the theories are saying, I don't think he's going to interact with them that much, anyways. If he's using it as a distraction to go after Loki, he's probably not going to interact with them that much. So we're probably not even really going to get RDJ.
Yeah, probably
So,
not.
You know, it'd still be cool because I love James Marsden coming back. I've been saying it all the time. You know this, that I
Mhm.
love that Alan Cummings is coming back.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to be nice no matter what. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be in the theater day one. But still,
Like,
kind of,
It's
I kinda like-
still like, oh man, they're announcing so many cool things.
Yeah.
But oh man, it
where
might
I'm
suck.
all like, please don't just be cool, an announcement, an idea, and you just messed up the presentation.
Yeah, that right there is like a huge worry for me.
Mhm.
I mean, this could go literally either way. I don't think it'll be a middling movie.
Yeah.
I think it'll either be really good or really bad. Like I don't think it's gonna be saved either way. You know what I mean? So yeah, that. Oh man. Now that I think about it, I'm just getting worried about it. Moving on. Apparently, Sydney Sweeney is rumored to be taking the lead role in the Gundam live-action movie.
And we know this was kind of announced on the classic "Be Worried About Every News You Hear" day,
Yeah.
but it's stuck around, so we're kind of like, okay, we'll
So
mention it a little bit on here.
So a lot of people. So this kind of reminds me of the casting from the Ghost in the Shell movie,
Mhm.
where the live action Ghost in the Shell movie obviously starred Scarlett Johansson,
Yes.
and all of the Western audiences, and you know what? Not even all the Western audiences. I'm going to say it, America.
America.
All of the
Which
USA,
America?
like
Oh, USA.
the white America. Okay, I'm saying it right now. All the white people, they got mad that Scarlett Johansson was supposedly portraying an Asian person.
Mhm.
First of all, in the story, she is a product.
Mhm.
In the story, the commander is a product to be sold. Now, it should be designed after a supposedly like super amazing actress or
Mhm.
whatever, somebody with sex appeal, all that stuff, right? So in the terms of the story, I understand why they chose that design for the robotic body.
ScarJo.
In real life, in Japan, everybody friggin' loved it. Loved her as Motoko, I think her name is. Yeah.
Mhm.
But like over here, they're like, oh my god, cultural appropriation. Over there, they're like, she can culture appropriate us anytime.
It's like that one video I keep seeing about the Californian guy, which I love. It's freaking great. He dresses up like a Mexican. He's a white guy, dresses up like a Mexican in the sombrero.
Yeah, the dude on TikTok. Yeah,
Goes to UCLA and asks everyone, and they're like, "Yes, I'm offended," but then goes to like the local like Mexican hotspot, and they're just like, "Oh no, I like it, man. Yeah, it's great." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah,
it's like, dude,
I'm watching the video, and I'm like, bro, I wish he would somehow be around here, and I'd run into him, so I could be like, hey, what's up, dude?"
But yeah, that's like everybody else is offended on
Mhm.
like other people's behalf, and yet I can see this happening
Yeah.
when Sydney Sweeney actually gets announced that she got the role. I can see a lot of people getting mad about this, but at the same time, it's a friggin' anime
Mhm.
that actually has American
Yeah,
characters.
American ones?
Yeah, but no, they'll still be mad
Oh yes, they
because Gundam is an anime and manga, and it's from Japan, so they're going to be mad.
People are always going to be mad these days, okay? People are always going to find
I know.
reason to complain, especially we don't have it on here, but more hate coming out from that 5-minute preview that came out for Superman. More hate coming out on my boy. Like, it don't look bad.
So okay, the only pieces that I was able to find was that part where Crypto
Mhm.
is jumping on him. That's straight up a dog.
Did they take the
I no, that's the only part that I found.
they took the video off of YouTube?
I don't know.
DC had it on like the whole 5-minute preview.
I
James
probably
Gunn
I
even
probably
put it
wasn't
on.
clicking on the right stuff.
James
'cause-
Gunn even put it on his
Yeah.
Instagram too.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up again. But like on there, that's straight up how a dog acts, man. That's straight up how a dog acts. It doesn't matter if it's Krypto. I mean, I know Krypto is supposed to be like this super intelligent dog from Krypton, but at the same time, he's a dog. Okay,
and especially with the version of Krypto that they've been saying they're going for. Like James Gunn has been saying, he's not a bad dog. Like obviously, he's a good boy, but it's just he's saying this is the worst dog to have these kind of powers because he's so active. He's such a like rambunctious dog since he modeled him after the dog that he adopted like this stray dog. And he said as soon as he took him home, the dog was so like rambunctious and active that he's just through no fault of his own. Like he's not trying to be a bad dog.
Yeah,
he's just so happy and anxious and like excited that he's messing things up. He's doing things.
He's got a stim.
Exactly. And then the other thing, people, since you didn't see this one, like it goes off, shows Krypto take him to the fortress, and you get the robots that come in, his androids. One of them voiced by Alan Tudyk. I was like, nice. And people are giving him a hard time because they're like, oh, okay, you've got like bruised liver, several broken bones, and all this other stuff, concussion and whatnot. Like, dude, like he is messed up, as you can totally see, but they just confirm it. So they're like, okay, you know what? A few minutes of concentrated sunlight should help. So they take him to the spot, put him on the gurney, have like these magnifying glasses come down so that the sun can get him, start shining on him, and he starts screaming. And people are all pissed because they're like, Superman shouldn't scream from that. And I'm like, sure, I kind of get that. Like, we've never really, like, we've gotten the classic Superman in the sun getting himself healed numerous times. He's not really in pain. But at the same time now, it's like, he's pretty much a brand new Superman. Like, he's never really gone up against somebody that can, you know, hand it to him up until now. He's got, like, unbelievable broken bones. I can get past him screaming because it's like,
it's the first time he felt pain.
First time he felt pain. First time he got his butt whooped. And the sun, pretty much from as far as we know, as soon as he like gets in like that concentrated sun, starts healing him like that.
It's like, basically like you're setting your bones.
Yeah, you're putting bones back together. Sure, some people are like,
just remember Harry Potter, man.
Exactly. Sure, some people will be like, oh, my Superman doesn't scream. Like, okay, sure, I get that. But at the same time, you got to understand what's going on here. He's getting his bones, hundreds of bones reset at the same time. It's like, just...
And a lot of people don't realize it's not that Superman is tough. It's that he has never been in pain.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like up until a certain point, he's never felt, oh, this hurts. Oh, crap, that's my blood.
Yeah.
He's never had those realizations. And in this one, it's supposedly... In this one, it's just like his year 2.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's either year 1, maybe year 2 at the most. And he's never gone up against someone on his caliber, someone that can do this. So it's like everybody's just finding something to nitpick at this movie, and I'm just waiting until it comes out because I have yet to be disappointed by James Gunn. To me, the only disappointment from James Gunn that I have felt was his choice in when music took place in Guardians 3. Yeah,
the music placement felt very off. The music choice was very good, but yeah, that was the only part that I wasn't cool with. But like, that's not even 100% his thing.
Like, so I'm a bit like I'm definitely more excited than my cousin, my co-host here, just because I love Superman. Superman's like one of my favorites. He's up there. I love
as long as the John Williams score is in there.
Yeah, especially since it seems like we're getting the John Williams score in some fashion. It's like, I am super excited for this, and when I get this excited, yes, I do get to be one of those people that are like, calm down, stop harping for no reason. Like, come on. So yes, so that's it. That's all.
Yeah. All right. So actually, that actually brings me around to another DC rumor. So this is a rumor. Okay. Supposedly, the Batman 2 has been scrapped. This is a rumor.
I didn't hear that.
So this is I started seeing it yesterday. I saw it from like 3 different sources, but nothing has been 100% confirmed. But supposedly, there's a bunch of internal memos going around saying that they just like. I guess Gunn, Safran, and Matt Reeves, they can't vibe with each other, and they can't come to they can't come to an understanding.
Terms.
Yeah, because right now it's going to go over budget, and it hasn't even started filming yet. And that's the thing. Like, they can't figure out a budget, they can't figure out a direction, so they're just right now. There's a rumor. Again, rumor. I know I've said it a lot, but rumor is that it is going to be quietly shelved. All right. So you know what? I'm not really that bummed about it. I enjoyed the first movie.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. You obviously know my problems with it.
Yes.
I did see some issues with it. I did have some issues with it. But I would have liked to have played around in that universe some more. Mm-hmm. But if we're not going back to it, I'm not really that mad about it. You know what I mean?
I'm still bummed if it in fact does not happen. I am still bummed. I won't be like up and at him being like, oh, save the Batman, save that, whatever. But I'd still be bummed just because I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I do agree there were especially pacing issues. Yes. There were a lot of times where it's like we're lingering on here too much. We could definitely move somewhere else, or at least make it faster. But I was still looking forward to it because at the time too, I kind of felt like everyone involved in it was kind of still figuring out okay, how do we do this? And I really felt the second movie, they would have figured it out. The second movie, they would know, okay, yes, this is the feel we're going for. This is the Batman we're going for. This is what worked in the movie. This is what didn't work in the first movie. Mm. And the second one would have been a lot more clean. So I'm looking forward to that. Mm. If it happens, I will be happy for that. If not, I'm going to be kind of upset just because I feel like it's going to be another one of those moments where years from now, people are going to be like, oh, you remember when Robert Pattinson was Batman? And people are going to be like, oh, yeah, that was a good movie, but, oh, the franchise sucked because of the pacing and all that. And it's like, come on, guys, we never let it go. We never let it build.
They built more of the world in Penguin, mm-hmm. and everybody loved that. Yes. A lot of people loved that. So here's the weird part, because there were before those rumors started going around that it was going to get mm-hmm. shelved. There was another rumor saying that Paul Dano was going to be in the sequel mm-hmm. as Tommy Elliott. Yeah. So, but the problem with that one is that rumor came around on April 1st. Yeah. And so I wasn't sure whether or not that was a real thing or what was going on with that, because apparently the Elliott Easter eggs, the Hush Easter eggs in the first one were going to be used to say that Edward mm-hmm. Edward. I don't know. He wasn't Edward, right?
He was just Enigma. I don't even think he was
the Riddler. Basically, the Riddler in there was supposedly going to be the long lost brother of Tommy Elliott, mm-hmm. and they're twins or something. That was the rumor going around, and then we started hearing about them just shelving it, and I'm like, if that was real, I'm okay with that, because I don't know. To me, that would have been a dumb thing. But that's me.
It kind of ties in with how in the animated movie for Hush they made
the Riddler. Yeah, Hush.
Him. So yeah. I could see that, and I'd be kind of upset with that too.
I know a lot of people didn't like that.
I'm not a fan of when they mesh two characters together. Mm. Exactly why, even though I'm upset that Kang is pretty much gone in the MCU. I'm not as upset because I kept hearing the rumor from evidently credible people too, kept reporting on it, saying that Kang from Ant-Man, the Ant-Man movie, was going to come back as the Beyonder, because their reasoning was he, got sucked into that device, shrinked lower, ended up fighting all his duplicates, kind of like how Ant-Man did in it. Ended up fighting all his duplicates, and it just came down to one, and then he'd end up finding out how to get out, come back, and he'd be the Beyonder because of that. Which I'm like, okay,
that rumor,
if that happened,
that would have been dumb.
That would have been dumb, because I'm not a fan of when two characters get merged together like that. It's I want these characters to be them. I don't want them to just be.
But they kind of did that with Crimson Dynamo and Whiplash.
Yeah,
that one wasn't. That was meh. Yeah. I mean, Mickey Rourke did what he could with that role, but man. But yeah,
The watch, the Iron Man 2 watch.
yeah,
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Change out everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, moving on. Apparently, David Fincher is rumored to be directing a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with a script supposedly written by Quentin Tarantino.
Nice.
Which I'm okay with that. David Fincher's a good director. All right. So and Quentin Tarantino doing the writing. That's cool. He did say that he only has one more movie left in him before he officially retires.
I don't know what about that anymore because I remember at the time that The Hateful Eight was coming out. Wait, The Hateful Eight, right?
Yeah, Hateful Eight.
Yeah, The Hateful Eight was coming out. That he was saying that was going to be his last movie, or something about that. Like, I don't know.
It wasn't that one.
I don't know.
It was something else on that.
Yeah.
One. And then
I really liked Once Upon a Time. I liked the Once Upon a Time movie. It's one of those movies where I'm like, okay, I'm glad I saw it. Good movie. I never get the urge to watch it again, but it was a good movie.
I don't think I've ever finished it. I don't think I've ever finished it. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've heard nobody say anything negative about the movie.
One of the few negative things I heard about it was it came out because some people, you know how Tarantino every now and then he did it in Inglourious Bastards, where he kind of rewrites history in his movies.
Oh yeah.
Some people were getting upset.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That he let that the family lived instead of dying by Charles Manson's people. But even I heard like her family was okay with it. They were like, no, we were okay with the fact that he did that.
The crazy thing is her family like greatly enjoyed Margot Robbie as the character, as the actress, and they loved it because he showed it to them before he showed it to anybody else. So and they gave him their stamp of approval. So anybody else talking is basically just talking out their ass. Yeah. And he's like, screw you. I already got the people that mattered to back me up. So that was pretty cool. And then I know that there was a big controversy about Brad Pitt's character taking on Bruce Lee and kicking his butt. But
from the most part that I heard about it, it wasn't that he got his butt kicked. It was more the portrayal of Bruce Lee. They were like, his family, his daughter, and all them were just like, that's not my dad. Like, you tried to talk like him, but that's not how my dad acted. And in those points, I can be like, okay, if you're gonna do that, that's kind of douchey.
Let me see. We're moving on. So, okay, we got to talk about the Naked Gun trailer.
Yes,
we got the Naked Gun trailer starring Liam Neeson as Frank Drebin Jr. Leslie Nielsen's character from the original Police Squad and Naked Gun series of movies. I love it, man. I just the fact that he comes in as a little girl and they just like he takes it off and he's still the little girl and then they show it and he's like standing up. They're like, oh my god,
theatricality and deception.
Yes.
And I like in it too how he takes the last guy out by throwing the lollipop. But it sticks in the right way. Like the way an actual lollipop is supposed to go, it sticks in his mouth that way. But yet he still took him out.
Yeah. So, okay. You had shown me the monologue that Leslie Nielsen did for SNL, and it had him explain how he's so funny.
Yes.
In Leslie Nielsen's words, he plays the straight man in everything he does. Okay, even if the situation is preposterous, he plays it as he plays the straight man, right? And the only reason why it's funny is because of the situation that he's in. And if you go back to any of his movies, Wrongfully Accused, Naked Gun series, Police Squad, the whole thing, right? He plays the straight man in everything. Even a Scary Movie, even Scary Movie 3. All right, and the greatest thing about it is you go through and yes, he delivers the line perfectly. There's nothing wrong with his delivery at all, and it's just like Airplane. Don't Call Me Shirley. Yeah, it's straight, and like
100% serious tone.
Yes, of course I'm serious. And Don't Call Me Shirley. and 100% serious tone,
but
it's hilarious.
We've all laughed at it.
Yes, exactly. So as long as Liam Neeson does that in here, and I think he's got a pretty good track record of doing this already.
Like some of the comments that I saw on the trailer on YouTube, there's a bunch of people saying like they remember in Ted 2 when he did his little cameo.
Yes,
the way he did it, they were like, oh, the moment that it was announced that he was going to be Frank Drebin in the new Naked Gun movie, they thought of that and they were like, I'm good with this because of that scene.
Dude,
he's got this.
Ted 2, A Million Ways to Die in the West, right? A Million Ways to Die in the West? 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. And basically, anytime he's teamed up with Seth MacFarlane, and especially his episode in Family Guy. All right? His episode in Family Guy is amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite episodes. So as long as he keeps playing the straight man in preposterous situations like Liam Neeson. Wait, Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Sorry, there's just so much similarity in the names.
And the other one's Nielsen. Nelson. Yeah.
But yes, as long as he keeps doing that, I am 100% behind this casting. The commercial itself, the trailer itself is amazing.
The one thing that I like, I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's going to be something that I'm going to laugh at no matter what whenever we go see the movie. Like, my dad is so up on Adam for it. He loves it. He's excited. He's like, we need to go see that in August. The one thing that I'm like, is this actually that way? Is like, in the trailer, after he's like, says who he is, the way he's standing, and it shows underneath his little skirt. In my mind, I'm all like, is that actually actually going to be what we're staring at? or did they censor it up for like, is it really gonna be his freaking like heart undies that are there, or is it a little bit different? And I'm like,
so yeah, like it comes out August 9th?
I think the first, actually.
First? Okay, August 1st. So Naked Gun. It's just called Naked Gun, right? It's not like no other name. Naked Gun comes out in August this year.
Yeah,
love it. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, go see the trailer. It is freaking hilarious. Pause the video, go see it right now.
I'm pretty sure the naming works out too, because wasn't the first one Naked Gun Police Squad?
Yes,
and then the second one they brought in their like.
It wasn't even
33 and a third.
They were supposed to be caliber sizes, but they were like off a little bit.
Yeah, because it was like 2.5.
Yeah,
33 and a third. So,
yeah. So yeah,
the fact that it's just Naked Gun is like, okay.
Yeah. You know what? Bring back the Police Squad show. Okay, it doesn't even have to be Liam Neeson. You can just like toss anybody in there. Police Squad, bam, parody show, 10 seasons right there. Let me see. So, all right, I'm gonna move these around and. We got to talk about the Tron Ares trailer. You saw it, right? Yes. You saw the full one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Excited, bro.
Dude, the light cycle cutting the police car in half. Okay, that was crazy. I loved it. The CG looks amazing. All right. So if you haven't seen the trailer yet, Tron Ares has, I guess, the army from the grid coming through to the real world and basically just invading it. And seeing how they affect the world around them with the light cycle trails or the drop ships that do the tails as well in the sky. It looks crazy, all right? And it looks like all hell is breaking loose, and almost nothing is shown except destruction and the CG. And then you see Jared Leto, which I guess I will see it in spite of Jared Leto. Okay, because that's how good it is. And there is a little bit of a voiceover from Flynn, Jeff Bridges' character.
Jeff Bridges, bro.
All right.
I thought they even showed him too.
Did they? I don't think they showed him. They. No. I don't think they showed him.
Thinking of something else.
I think they showed Tron.
I think they showed Tron, but I also think I may be getting it mixed up because I know he was part of the like announcement team.
Yes,
he was on the stage, so I might be like picturing the picture I saw of him on. The
Jeff Bridges is actually one of the first ones to share it off of their official page. So his team is involved somehow. I know he's going to be involved in some capacity in the movie.
He's definitely alive.
Flynn lives. So okay,
Flynn lives.
here's
So it's been around for ages. I own
so
one.
here's the weird part. Like, where's his kid? Where's Cora? Is it? Are they gonna
I think that's who
quietly
they're going after?
Oh, they're going after Cora?
I like they haven't said it, but like in my head, since like they've said like one of the first announcements for it, the synopsis was like, oh, he's after, they're looking for something, and even in the trailer, he's like, I'm after something. I think that's who they're after because she's supposed to be this like huge like I want to say MacGuffin thing, but she's like can cure stuff and all that. Like she was the big program. I think that's who they're after.
Yeah, but Olivia Wilde is not in the movie.
I do like Olivia Wilde, but
and neither is Garrett Hedlund.
I'm more upset about because like,
that's Flynn's son.
He needs to be, and plus that actor needs to be in more stuff.
Oh yeah,
like, he was a great actor.
Yes,
he's good.
A lot of people thought it was him in that. Oh man, the remake of that Steve McQueen one. Dang it, I can't remember. There was a motorcycle club. Anyway, but yeah, a lot of people thought it was him, but it wasn't. It was that dude that played Elvis.
Oh, you mean the one that he did with Tom Hardy?
Yeah. A lot of people thought it was Garrett Hedlund, but it wasn't. It was that dude from that played Elvis. Yeah. But yeah, so that Tron Ares trailer looked really cool. Go on, watch that one too. All right.
I hope this thing comes in 3D. It better get a 3D showing.
Tron 3, Tron
best 3D movie.
Tron 2 was the best 3D movie that I had ever seen. Yes. Okay, and I didn't see a whole lot of 3D movies, but that's the only one where I wanted to see a 3D movie. Okay,
that's the measuring stick of 3D movies in theaters.
Yeah,
and if
and
this
honestly,
one does get a 3D release, I'm watching it in it.
Honestly, the score, the score made by that Daft Punk made their soundtrack. All right. Yep. And it was amazing.
Yes.
I am not an EDM guy. I'm not an electronica guy. I'm not a whatever Daft Punk is kind of guy. But I bought that CD.
Yes.
All right. I listened to that on repeat. I think like when I picked y'all guys up from school, it was in my CD player.
I was telling one of the guys that came in here, like Hugh, the guy that was in here earlier. I was telling Hugh earlier, I was like, yes, after I saw that, I think I was in like junior high or something when it came out, or at least coming into junior high. And like any time at school that we had computers, that we had our computer class and we had free time and we were able to like put our headphones on, do what we wanted, I'd go to YouTube, look up the Daft Punk album for it, and I'd be there like playing the computer games or like going to random code sites, and I'd be there just with the Daft Punk blaring in my head, thinking I'm in the grid, I'm there, baby. I was hacking, doing nothing.
So with Tron Ares, we're not getting Daft Punk, but we're getting Nine Inch Nails.
Years ago, Daft Punk had their farewell.
Yes, I think they might come back, but that's just me. Yeah. But Nine Inch Nails is going to be handling the score. They're going to be handling the soundtrack, all that stuff, and the music for the trailer it sounded good,
and I liked it because like at the same, it makes sense to me. I may be like, this may be one of my like, why are the drapes blue things, but to me it's like, hey, it makes sense because like Tron Legacy, we're in the grid like the entire movie.
Yeah,
so it's like Daft Punk really fit the grid world. Now we're on the outside. We're in the real world
during an invasion.
So
who better? Nine Inch Nails.
A switch in genre of music. It's like, hey,
by that mentality, System of a Down.
Bro, like I would have been more better with System of it with Sod with the Sod with the Sod because like
they're back together. They could have done it.
No offense to Nine Inch Nails, I was just more of a System of a Down fan, but. Yeah, I'm just saying the switch up makes sense to me.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, Keanu Reeves. All right, Keanu Reeves news. It's always a good time whenever we talk about Keanu Reeves. He is officially back for John Wick 5. I'm thinking he's back. No, he is officially back for John Wick 5, and they don't have a script yet. They don't even have a team put together aside from whoever's part of the production from 4. But they're shooting for a 2027 release, which, dude, they made the first 2 John Wicks within like 2 months each.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I think they could do it as long as they keep it a little bit further to ground than 3 and 4. I think they can do it real quick. Because 3 and 4, they got out there. I'm not talking like in terms of I'm not talking like in terms of stunts or anything. I'm talking like in terms of like, okay, you like this one was world building wise, worlds like playground, like the playground that they played in 3 and 4 to me went like super far when it was really just this like self-contained thing in number 1 and a little bit bigger in number 2. So like 3 and 4 to me were like, dude, this is amazing. I love this movie, but is it too much? So I think John Wick 5.
I can kind of see what you mean there, especially because like it kind of goes from like, okay, we're in New York. Sure, this seems like a powerful like organization. You can keep it under wraps. But yeah, like I see what you mean when it's like, okay, we got this whole world cross thing, and you're kind of like, all this stuff's going on. How does nobody like peep in? Like it does raise
are they the Illuminati kind of thing?
It does raise a lot of questions. Yes. But I do feel like 5 would kind of I don't want to say have to be. I'm just saying like it does seem like it will be a bit more closed since we're going to be dealing. If he's coming back, is dealing with how did he fake his passing.
So another thing, Donnie Yen is supposedly directing a movie based on his character from John Wick 4.
That one's been in play for a while.
We actually got more word on it this past week, and it was on I think the 3rd on like Wednesday or Thursday. So because
I think that one's supposed to be the movie that's like dealing with the fact that he's dealing with the actor's name, but he's dealing with the daughter of
the guy that he killed in number 4.
That he had to.
Yeah. And then, Ballerina comes out this June. I'm kind of excited about that one. Let me see. In more John Wick news, Lionsgate, the distributor, I guess owner of the property, I don't know what they are, but Lionsgate announced an anime set in the John Wick world, and John Wick is going to be voiced by Keanu Reeves. I kind of hope that the movie shows how he got out of the life. I hope it's like the
anime is a prequel.
Yeah, I hope it's an animated prequel
showing his impossible task.
Exactly, I want to see that. All right, I want to see the impossible task.
Cool.
I think them announcing an anime would be able to show the impossible task. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like he's got to be younger in it. Yeah, and you can do that in anime. And I think it would be nice. Like we get like a few episodes of him being John Wick, a few episodes of him running into his wife, deciding that, you know what, I want to be out. And then like the last bit is him like doing his task.
Dude, that would be like the perfect setup for an anime. Yeah. Especially a John Wick anime kind of thing. Yeah. So yes. And Keanu Reeves is going to be John Wick in that series or whatever animated release that they announced.
He's doing a lot of voicing work.
He is, because Berserker, man.
Berserker, Sonic.
Oh, yeah. He actually says he really likes doing voice acting because all he has to do is sit in a chair and do the lines.
Yes.
And you know what's funny? What started it all? What started his love of voice acting? Toy Story.
Yeah,
Duke
I love
Kaboom,
that movie, bro.
That Duke Kaboom,
best character in that movie. Best character in that movie.
The only movie to get him to do it right.
Whoa. It's funny. It's also funny too because like this morning, I saw a thing where I forget the guy's name, but he voices like Winnie the Pooh and all them.
Jim Cummings.
Yeah, when he was saying how he's like, one thing that's great about voice acting is, sure, you can do an impression. Like, if you do impressions, you can do an impression of a very well-known actor. You do it very well. Awesome. That's cool. Like, you could probably one day get some work doing that. If you do that impression. He's like, but you do a bad impression. Like, so bad to where nobody even realizes who you're doing. That's a brand new character right there. And I was all like, yes!
That sounds like something Darkwing Duck would say.
I was like, yes! There we go! I was like, I could get into voice acting. Yes! So, which I think, like, honestly, again, we're getting into the possibilities, but, like, it would be cool to be, like, voice act something.
Right? Yeah. That would be so cool.
But I saw that, I was like, oh, and then the way you were all like, hey, he got into it because of this. It's like, bro, voice acting. Now that I have that thought forever is going to be in my head. It's like, yes, voice acting. Yes, it's so simple. It's so good to get into. It's like, yeah, you do it so bad that nobody knows. Boom, that's a new character.
All right. Last up for movies, the Godzilla Kong 3 has announced that filming has started earlier this week. Nothing is known about the plot. No known creatures. Nothing. I think they have a loose time frame of like late next year that it's going to come out supposedly. But aside from that, I don't even know who's in it. Like aside from Dan Stevens, the weird vet dude, the one that took out the Kong's tooth in number 2. Yeah, the dude that was on he was the oversized vet.
Oh, okay, not the radio guy, the conspiracy guy.
No, not the conspiracy guy.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the white dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. Oh wait, was I think he was also Legion. Was he in Legion? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was Legion. Dan Stevens.
The Alien movie? No, not the Alien. The movie with Dennis Quaid and all that?
No. The Professor X's son on FX.
Oh, I don't remember that show that much.
Okay.
Not too much.
I've only seen the first season.
I just remember Amber Midthunder being in it.
Is she in it?
She was in like season 2, I believe. Like she was in it for a good amount, but I don't think she like was in the start. So yeah. Anyway,
I gotta rewatch that movie.
Anytime I hear Legion, I immediately think of the Dennis Quaid movie. I don't think of the show. Because that's what it was called, right?
I'm trying to think of
the movie with the creepy old lady in the diner.
Oh, yes. Where Paul Bettany played an angel or something like that.
Yeah. Angel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the movie I think of whenever I hear Legion.
No, not that one. So no. When I say Legion, I mean like the Professor X's son one.
But see how powerful of a movie that was? All I have to say is
it was a horrible movie.
The creepy old lady in the diner.
All right, this is way off topic, but okay. This is way off topic of where we're supposed to be going with this, but my honeymoon.
Yes. You took her to see Legion?
No. Okay, my honeymoon. They messed up our reservation.
Yes.
And they put us in a 2-bed, and it was supposed to be like kind of a bridal suite thing, but they messed it up, and they gave away our room to somebody else. So we caused hell. It was like midnight by the time we got there, and it's just because like Fiesta was going on.
Yes.
And we're just tired as hell, right? And after everything gets fixed, they give us vouchers for things. Like they give us vouchers for like the hotel's bar, the hotel's room service, all this stuff, and then they give us vouchers for pay-per-view. Yeah. And like there was nothing we wanted, and like we couldn't use it for next time. So like if we like come back in a couple months, we couldn't use them. We had to use them that weekend, so we're like, what the hell are we gonna be watching? Oh, I guess this one looked all right. Let's watch this one. It was Legion. We're like, I want my money back.
It's not that bad.
They gave us a voucher.
It's not that bad.
I wanted my money back.
It was a good concept. I'd say they could have. I will say it is what we're dreading from Doomsday.
Yes.
Good concept, but I will agree the execution a little but I don't think it was bad.
Okay.
I don't think it was bad.
Agree to disagree. Moving on to TV and streaming world. Trying to get back on track. Nathan Fillion is reprising his role as Guy Gardner on the Lanterns TV show. Yeah. Do you even call it TV shows anymore? Because it's streaming. I mean, you could.
It's coming on the TV.
Watch on your phone.
I prefer
on the Lanterns mobile phone show.
I prefer to watch these things on TV. Like the most. Even Uncle Tom and I have talked about this. The smallest I will go of streaming a show or a movie is my laptop. That is the smallest I will go because the screen is still pretty like good sized screen.
Mm.
But this I will watch YouTube videos and stuff on this. It's nice. But TV shows, movies, smallest I will go is a.
Yeah, I'll go with a good sized tablet. I'm okay with a good size
I haven't
tablet.
seen a good enough size tablet for my liking.
Okay.
So like that's just it. Like I need the engulfedness.
Speaking
Every
of
face. Like,
speaking of Guy Gardner, apparently GameStop is going to be selling a replica of his ring for that he's going to be wearing in the Superman TV show.
You know,
What just happened? What was that noise?
this is gonna be off topic again, but because like immediately when you were saying like they're gonna be GameStop's gonna be selling immediately you think of Guy Gardner, you think of the hair. So it's like we're gonna get his hair, we're gonna get a wig of the bowl cut, and immediately because I thought bowl, I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a popcorn bucket.
Oh,
Guy
Gardner's upside down head,
or just
scalp.
the hair, just the hair. His bowl cut is gonna be the. So that's why I was like,
that's still kind of on topic. All right, and still okay. This one is straight up TV.
yes.
The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Family Guy have been picked up for 4 additional seasons, which is it. I've seen a couple episodes of the recent Simpsons show. They're okay. I just don't. I guess at this point, they're just like an American staple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And Family Guy, dude, I haven't seen a new Family Guy episode in years. I have, I know they're around. Yeah. I just haven't watched them.
See, I've never really been a Family Guy person. Like, other than their Star Wars spoofs,
yeah,
I haven't really sat down and watched a lot of Family Guy stuff. So can't really say. I don't really say too much about that. Bob's Burgers, though, I've watched quite a bit of Bob's Burgers.
So I honestly thought Bob's Burgers was canceled.
So did I.
Yeah,
I saw the movie. I liked the movie. It was pretty good. But after the movie, up until this point, up until we saw,
I didn't even know Bob's Burgers was still around.
Up until we saw that it was renewed, I was like, oh, dude, I thought they were canceled.
I did too. This is what happens when you don't have like actual TV. all I do is I watch all the streaming apps and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I have actual TV too, but I just never really go to the Fox channel anymore. It's just
you mean the off-brand Disney Channel? The lesser Channel 12.
Yeah, all the ones that I watch are I watch Abbott Elementary.
That's on Channel 12. That's ABC.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't go to Fox. I don't go to the Fox channel. I'm on ABC.
Because they used to cancel everything, man.
Yes.
Firefly, Almost Human. Was it Almost Human? The Carl Urban show.
I think so.
Yeah, Almost Human. Mm-hmm. And then they would put stuff in weird spots. Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. Mm-hmm. That stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad at that one.
And then Heroes was on Fox, right?
No, Heroes was NBC.
I was gonna say because I was gonna be like, yeah, they canceled the stuff they shouldn't, and then let the stuff that they should just go longer than it.
Yeah, it was bad. I honestly these days I don't even know what's on Fox. Apparently, Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Futurama, Family Guy. So okay, moving on to video game world. Obviously, we got to talk about the Switch 2.
Yeah,
the announcement to me was a bit underwhelming.
It was, yeah.
And why is it underwhelming? They still look like Nintendo Switch games. They look like Nintendo Switch games, and why am I paying an additional $150 to play another Nintendo Switch game? Okay, the Pokemon games, are they going to be are they going to have voice acting in them? Are they going to have upgraded graphics? It doesn't look like it. Mm-hmm. The only one that kind of looks like it'll be a little bit worth it to play in your hands is that not Bloodborne looking game. Mm-hmm. You know the one I'm talking about. I don't even know the name of it. And apparently they're getting day one ports of Cyberpunk Edge Runners or something like that. Yeah. So Cyberpunk 2077 or 37.
The one Keanu Reeves a part of.
Yeah, Keanu. Okay. And then obviously they're going to be getting upgraded ports. I use the term upgraded loosely of the most recent Zelda games. Supposedly they're going to be getting a port of Scarlet Violet, which would fix a lot of the bugs and stuff, because apparently the Switch was not powerful enough to run it, even though Dude, they look like handheld games.
Yeah.
I love Pokemon games. Don't get me wrong. I love playing Pokemon. I've been playing since Red. Okay, but Nintendo does not push the envelope in terms of their like frame rates. They don't push the envelope in terms of their tech, pretty much. Now you might want to say, well, they pioneered the whole moving thing. Did they? I mean, I saw that type of stuff back in '99 at the mall. You know what I mean? They just gave it a little bit of polish and released it as a Wii. Now, the Switch being completely handheld, being able to be completely handheld, it changed the game. All right, yeah. You had a PS2 in your hands, pretty much. And yes, I did say PS2. Maybe like a low scale PS3. All right. This one right here, Switch 2, to me, it does not. Yeah. It does not seem worth the price.
Yeah, especially since I'm pretty sure I heard that the battery life is going to be worse than the Switch.
So the battery life is sitting between 2 and 6 hours. Now, what constitutes the 2 hours? You're playing with your sound on. And then what constitutes the 6 hours? You're playing with your sound on and at 720p. What the hell?
So I'm like, there's that. Then there's also the fact that their physical copy games, some of their physical copy games, the cartridge doesn't have the game on it.
What?
You put it in and then download the game.
I didn't hear about that. That sucks.
There's I forget what it's actually. I forget the name they used, but it's got they've put some pictures out on it where it's like some of the cartridges with red borders across it, and they've even said that they've come out saying that not every game is going to be like this. There's going to be some physical copies that are actually physical copies, but they'll have like a little note on every box at the bottom corner. But yeah, it is these ones. I forget the name of it, but they are cartridges that you have to put in, then go online, and still have to have the cartridge in there, then download the game on it. Now they're saying but after you've done that, then the game will be on there. You still have to put the cartridge in every time to play, and you can play offline because the game will be there. But that's how a lot of the games are some of the games are gonna be, where even though you buy the physical copy, until you download it on there, it's not actually the physical copy.
That's bull.
Yes.
That is crap.
And I like Nintendo. I love my Switch. It is awesome. But one thing, and I was telling Tom this earlier too, is I know on here, and the Zach too, out of it, I may have even off of video and everything, I may have gotten him a bit annoyed at how much I brought it up. But I love Indiana Jones. I love the game. And honestly, I'm not lying. The deciding factor of me finally pulling the trigger on getting the collector's edition, I was holding out a bit because I knew Switch 2 was going to be coming out. Switch 2 is going to be announced. I was waiting for the cutoff date for the Indiana Jones pre-sale to guarantee that you got it within the amount of time was April 5th. So I was like, okay, Switch 2 announcement, April 2nd. Let me see what's what. Let me see how it goes. After this announcement, hearing all this, I was like, it's $400. Basically, I know they said the regular one is $449. It's going to be $449. And the bundle with the game is $499, which honestly, I'm not going to try to tell you, hey, go buy this specific one if you are going to buy it. I'm just saying, probably should just buy the $499 one if anybody is going to buy it in general, just because Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart game that is coming with, already is going to be freaking $90. So you might as well.
And it still looks like a friggin' Switch game.
So you might as well buy the big bundle. So I was there thinking, I saw the price. I was like, $500, probably $600 after taxes and everything. Close to $600 after taxes and everything.
Oh, and did you hear about the tariff thing?
Yes.
So
they're putting
the pre-orders for America, for USA, are put on hold until they figure out how much the tariffs are going to knock up the price.
Yeah.
So it's for us, it's not even going to be $449, $500. It's probably going to be closer to $600, and that's pre-taxes. You know what I could buy for $600? Freaking PS5.
Yes. Like I could buy I could buy another PS5. So like this
I don't have to play things out and about.
Yeah. Like this whole freaking announcement for the Switch 2 is what got underwhelming, and it's what got me to be like, you know what? Even though I've never bought a collector's edition ever, and I'm still like, for myself, spending anything over like $50 for myself, I'm always like about. But like I really liked it. I was gonna spend. I already made up my mind that I was gonna spend money on something one way or another, one of these two things, and I was like, freaking $500, dang near $600. Nah, I'm gonna, and like everything else along with it, like the games don't really seem too many updates. All the stuff seemed very, very underwhelming. But I was like, you know what? I'm going with this Indiana Jones Collector's Edition. Plus, on the big hand, perhaps we get to do an unboxing on the channel.
That would be, yeah. We'll go ahead and
do
do
the unboxing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be happier for this rather than this. Like Nintendo. Sorry to say it, but yeah, you really. I mean, you didn't win me over. I was excited. I had some excitement when they came out with the little teaser for it.
Yeah.
But this, and I believe a lot of other people too, you kind of killed it for us. Like you didn't, and not in the good way. You just made us feel like.
Honestly, I was let down. I really was. I was let down.
Yeah. And especially at those prices. It's like, let's just get just buy another PS5 because like.
Or buy the PS5 Pro. It's an extra $50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not only the GameCube Online. So a while back, Nintendo doubled down on cracking down on emulator sites, and they obviously released Nintendo Online, which had Super Nintendo, NES, Game Boy Advance, all that stuff, right? N64. Well, now they're going to have. Everybody was clamoring for the Game Boy or the GameCube Online stuff. And apparently it's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, which really sucks because I just sold my GameCube. But like I don't Nintendo just ain't like I love my Switch, man. I do. I love all the games that I got on there, but damn it, man.
Yeah.
They're making it really hard to want to get this get this game.
The only thing that, and even though I saw the announcement and I was excited for it, it still doesn't get me being like, okay, I'm gonna do it. The only thing that makes me feel like, man, I wish I made more money is
the James Bond thing. So apparently, so a Switch 2 exclusive got announced. So it's the James Bond Origin video game, made by Eon Entertainment, I think.
Yeah,
Eon Entertainment. Basically, they're the publisher, developer, whatever. That's all we know about it. It's a James Bond Origin. It didn't all that was shown was the announcement trailer, and I loved GoldenEye.
Yes,
best James Bond game. Yes, exactly, best James Bond game ever. All right, this is not like that's straight up just like nostalgia for me. I don't think I'm going to be getting this. I honestly don't think I'm going to be getting a Switch 2.
Like, honestly, I'm in the same boat. Like, the announcement, I got excited because it's a James Bond game, especially the way they were like talking about it, how it's supposed to be like an origin story for James Bond, like it's gonna be that kind of game. I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. At the most, it got me like sad that even this, I was like, no, I'm still not really gonna get a Switch 2. Like, if I ever get one again, it would have to be like we just start making like very good money to where
let's get on Twitch.
It'd have to be it'd have to be so very good that again I'd have to look over $600, seeing like, hey, $600.
Right? Oh my gosh!
And like, so yeah, like, yeah.
Let's make a Twitch stream for the shop, and we'll do a tax write off.
Yeah, like right now, honestly, if I ever get a Switch 2, it would probably most likely be one of those like Facebook Marketplace purchases where somebody happened to buy one and they were just like, man, I'm not happy with it and I just want it gone. And they're like, I'd take like, just like some amount less, Then I'd be like, oh, okay, I'd probably go ahead and be like, oh, you know what? All right, fine. But yeah, at this point, I don't see myself ever buying a Switch at this point.
Yeah.
A Switch 2. Because, yes, I got the Switch.
Serenity is going to want one. I mean, they're at least going to get one out of me. But usually I buy one for each of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you're like, dude, $1,500.
My gosh.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Like, if anything, she'd be the only one with a Switch 2.
Especially since what they're saying, the Switch is, well, maybe not for us, but like they're saying, Grandma. But yeah, like they're saying the Switch is supposed to come out like June or something.
Yeah, something like that. Supposedly the pre-order is the one that was pushed back, but the release date is still the same thing. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what's going on with that. I do like how they're handling the pre-orders though. Getting down on scalpers by using your Switch's internal memory in order to figure out whether or not you're an actual legit person. So that's kind of cool. But at the same time, too little, too late.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, guys. I think that covers pretty much everything we want to talk about. Oh wait, no.
Are we gonna do
Daredevil?
We're gonna do reviews.
Review for the Daredevil.
What about Minecraft? Are you gonna want to review?
Oh, yeah, we can do a Minecraft review. I mean, yeah.
I think we still do got time. I think the cutoff on this is 1 hour and 20. But,
okay, so we gotta be quick.
Yeah,
we gotta be quick.
So, which kind of helps too, because like Daredevil, the new episode, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. The main thing a lot of people are harping on is the fact that they're upset at how they do it with Muse. Because I've
been hearing a lot of people upset with his origin.
Yeah, like the origin, but also it's like I'm not gonna go into that. You still haven't watched it yet. I'm not gonna go into that. But like, so overall, just doing the like flyover thing. Like Matt is pretty much back. He's he's Daredevil, but whenever he shows up, he's pretty much Daredevil the entire time.
Ooh, nice.
And it starts off with him visiting what's my tiger's name again?
Angela?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's visiting Angela in the hospital, and like he finds out stuff like pretty much everything about Muse from her. Like she's recounting like what she saw and all that. And it's pretty good. And this one, there's more like there's also I'm like in the fact that like the Kingpin is pretty much back to his regular self.
Oh,
like because there's stuff in here that happens at the ending. The ending of it is straight up like that's a Kingpin move. Like in my mind, it's like that's a Kingpin move. So I feel like these last 2 episodes definitely gonna be like, hey, we got Daredevil, we got Kingpin back. Frank's got to be coming back in here at some point. Like, there's no mention of him in this episode yet, but I still like it. And you get a little bit more of the anti-vigilante task force too, like, and kind of like, oh, there's some sort of nefarious stuff going on because there's something that happens in this episode where the main anti-vigilante task force guy, the one that was like from Chicago or whatever, was saying like, given Fisk the lowdown, the 1-1, like teeing him up on what happened, saying like, okay, this happened, yada yada yada. This was already this way when it happened, and Fisk is like, okay, yes, that's good, but when we go out and tell everybody, you did this. The anti-vigilante task force is responsible for all this, not this. And it's like, oh, okay, we're getting the behind the scenes stuff, stuff that
fixing.
Like we're crafting the news as we want it. Or whatever.
The fisking.
The fisking. We're getting fiscated. But yeah, I liked it. Even though some people were upset about how they handled certain things, I'm still giving it a nice, like, positive.
Ooh, nice. All right. That's going to be one of the things that I watch when I get home. I wanted to try to...
Grandmaster.
So I wanted to try to watch, Devil May Cry and stuff. Real quick, I only watched the first episode. I loved it, okay? To me, it screamed DMC3. And I still need to finish the rest of the series.
I was hearing his voice.
I still kept on hearing Nero, but at the same time, like I remember playing DMC3 for the first time, and yes, his voice did sound young, and Johnny Young Bosch as a young Dante, I'm okay with. You know what I mean? I love that they kept him in the family, kind of thing. Nice. All right, so barely the first episode. I'm excited for it. All right. So that one right there, I'm not really going to give a grade yet because I still got to see the rest of the series. But real quick, we're going to talk about the Minecraft movie. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. It is your basic Jables awesomeness, okay? So there is a lot of Minecraft pandas in here, and I'm pretty sure that's just a straight up Easter egg, okay? Let me see. They rush through Steve's origins. They do the meme, the children yearn for the mines, and it is friggin' hilarious, okay? This is not a good movie. I am not saying it is a good movie. I am saying that it is hilarious. I am saying that it is a fun movie to watch. If your child or you play a lot of Minecraft, you are probably not going to like this movie because mine did not. They liked they found it funny. They liked the actors, but if it had been called anything other than Minecraft, they would have liked it better.
That's why Serenity was saying it's fake Steve.
Yes,
not
fake
real
Steve. No. Okay, Patton Oswalt was fake Steve. Jack Black took that role and made it his own. Okay,
Steve,
all right,
man.
and yes, Jack Black sings in here at least 3 times.
He sings in everything.
Yes,
I'm for it.
Yes. At least 3 times. When he first came out and started singing about the chicken, I was like, I love it. Yes. So yes. Let me see. Jason Momoa in here. He's playing like he's playing kind of a douche. Okay. But that peaked when he was like 12, and he had like he was a local celebrity kind of thing. He runs his own.
He's the baby guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes, exactly. Yes, he's baby Brent from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Yes, 100%. Emma Myers plays man, I can't even remember her name, but she's taking care of her brother. Their mother is gone, like she's passed away, and they moved to this one area because she has a job doing the social media for a chip company, which they don't really delve too much into. But you know, for this type of movie, you don't really need to. Aside from her saying, "I like that the fact that you made this, but don't call it a salted chip sack," kind of thing, and then shenanigans ensue, and then they find their way to the Minecraft world. Steve is there, and he's doing stuff. I don't know much about Minecraft.
Yeah, I know nothing about
I think that's why I enjoyed it more than the girls. But it's such a weird little movie, okay? It's
like
funny.
The little things that I've seen from this, like, definitely make me believe, like, yes, this is definitely a very dumb, silly movie. Because, like, I've seen clips where, like, the dude straight up says, all right, first we mine, then we craft.
Yes.
Let's Minecraft.
Yes, and like they actually left that in the movie, and there's stuff in there too. That part's funny too. Let me see. A lot of stuff in there gets made like in the games, and then there's obviously more stuff that they put in there that you don't do in the games, and that's why Serenity and Lara didn't really care for that. Like they made other things. Let me see. They were mad or they were upset because you have this version of Minecraft, and then you have this other one called Minecraft Legends, and they kind of mingled their stuff together, and they weren't really too excited about that. But in my mind, I'm like, you had like 6 different video games inspire the Mario movie. Yeah. You kind of have to reinvent the wheel in order to make it interesting. You can't have a one-to-one,
especially since like again, like I haven't really played the game. Like I've played the games a little bit, but I've only dabbled. I don't like know anything about it. But like from my understanding, there isn't too much.
There's almost no story from, right?
To pull from.
That's what I was saying. So it's like, but Minecraft Legends does have lore to it because that's an actual game. But Minecraft regular is one of those ones where you build and you make your own story kind of thing, from what I understand. But yeah, they weren't really. It wasn't really flying well with them. But they did have quite a few funny parts in there. They did enjoy it. They liked that they went to go see it. They don't like that it was called a Minecraft movie. So yeah. I mean, we've all had those. Yeah, we've all had those, right? Like the Super Mario movie. Yeah. If it wasn't called Super Mario movie, it would have been probably been a little bit better.
It would have been good. But well, the other thing that I've been seeing, even though I'm pretty sure they didn't have that actual song in it, but evidently there's a part where they're in a wrestling ring and they have one of the zombies basically do the nacho jump, and he's like this.
He did it.
And so I saw but I saw a video where someone like they put the Nacho Libre sound over it.
No, they didn't.
So I was like, I know they definitely didn't put it in there, but at the same time, I'm like, that's awesome. Like, even the fact that they had him do that is like freaking great.
So
I'll probably watch this when it comes on streaming.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's worth going to see. It's worth going to see in theaters. I really do. I really do think that. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I give the Minecraft movie a 7 out of 10, just because like Jack Black takes this and runs with it, and at this point, Jack Black is pretty much just on like doing side quests in life, and this is just one of them. You know what I mean? Like he takes this movie and he kind of makes it his own whenever he's on screen. He commands the screen. You know what I mean? And like he is quintessential Jack Black type of over the top. And I cannot tell you how amazing it is seeing him getting back to basics kind of thing. You know what I mean? His character of Steve is basically a kid version of his own character from Tenacious D. And have you seen Tenacious D?
Yes.
Yes. So he's like that, but a kid version. Yes. That is the closest thing that I can get to describing it, mixed in with a little bit of Kung Fu Panda. All right. And yes, I realize how weird this amalgamation sounds, but I cannot tell you like how closely accurate it is until you actually see it. Okay. I do recommend you go see it. Like go to a matinee or something. Just go. Don't expect gold. Okay. Don't go in thinking it's going to be gold, but
I'm not
in expecting to be entertained by the antics of Jables. Okay.
Yeah. Like for me, I don't expect this thing to be bad. Cause like, again, I'm not a Minecraft fan. Like I've played it a little bit, but the only times I've played it have been because it's moments like where Serenity R&R are like, hey, play this with me. And I'm like, okay, fine. Let me get on and just like do a little bit. But like, I know it's going to be entertaining at least.
Yeah.
So you're saying like 7 out of 10, maybe a 5 or 6 if you're an actual fan of it?
Probably. Yeah, probably a 5 or 6 if you're an actual fan of Minecraft. I will say Jason Momoa is great in this movie.
Okay.
Jennifer Coolidge pops up.
Oh.
She's in there. Her scenes are weirdly placed in the movie. And like you're getting going in like the core story, and then bam, side quest with Jennifer Coolidge and what she's doing in the main world, in the real world, and then goes back to the Minecraft stuff. And dude, Jason Momoa is just great in this movie, man. Not as good. Like him and Jack Black, I think, are on par with how good they are in this movie, and they are just having fun, and it bleeds through. It is a very entertaining movie that I did not regret spending my money to go see this. Like you take your kids to go see a movie, and you're like, oh man, why did we go and see this? Nope, not this time. I loved it. But I will acknowledge that it is not a great movie. It is a fun movie. I will say that. I can probably rewatch this movie a couple times a week.
Oh, okay.
The rewatchability up there, pretty high to me. And what I do know of Minecraft, I saw in there, I'm like, hey, I understand this reference. So 7 out of 10.
Doing the tapping Anara and Serenity on the shoulder, like, hey, that's
there was
yes, Dad, we get it.
There was something in there that I did not understand, and I started laughing, and Anara asks me, you understood that? I'm like, I don't know. It just looks funny to me. And she's like, then why did you laugh? I'm like, because it looked funny to me. But yes, 7 out of 10. I do recommend going to see it. If you want to wait till matinee or wait till it comes out, okay, that's cool. But I'm not telling you to run out and go see this movie. But I think any fan of Jack Black is going to enjoy this movie. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for our movies, news, and whatever segment. We will see you guys next time. If you like the Rants and Ravens to Mad Men, go and give us a like, follow, and share us with your friends. Later, people.
Peace.